Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. I'm flying it to Lisbon today, and as a result, I figured it would be an appropriate thing to discuss a question that comes up with people quite a lot, which is they're asking me where to buy property in Lisbon. So it's always dangerous to make predictions. Certainly, the crystal ball is always broken, so you shouldn't take this as anything definitive. You should do your own research. However, I will tell you, in my opinion, where I find most interesting in Lisbon in Portugal at the moment. And so if you're interested in looking at going into property investment, etc., particularly for the golden visa, then this is a place that you could check out. So we're going to dive in. Before you do, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the all notifications. Thank you for your support. If you'd like help with relocating abroad, setting up second residencies, citizenships, forming companies, opening bank accounts, international tax optimization, asset protection, etc., please reach out to me. You can book a call, calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer, link in the description below, or send a message through our websites, offshorecitizen.net and offshorecapitalist.com. Okay, so golden visa, more or less, areas are kind of being ended, right? So you're more or less not going to be able to buy in Lisbon, Porto, most of the coastline. In other words, most of the kind of desirable places to buy. And for some context, if you had purchased in 2013, you just crushed it in, say, downtown Lisbon, right? But that market's gone up a lot, and my thesis is I'm a little bit concerned about what's going to happen now that these high demand areas are going to have capital not able to flow in there from the golden visa now. For context, when I talk to realtors there, they tell me, oh, it's only 3 or 4% of the overall demand anyway. And so, what difference does it make? I'm a little bit more skeptical on that. I think that 3 to 4% is actually quite large in terms of the effect it can have on price. You can see this if you have more or less steady demand, right? And steady supply, steady demand, you kind of find a median. And then when you remove supply or add demand, or remove demand or add supply, that can have a price shock without having that much change, because it kind of forces this bidding process up or down. So not guaranteed by any stretch, but generally it makes me concerned about investing into those areas. Never mind the fact that if you're interested in getting a golden visa going forward, unless you're investing in a tourism project or a commercial, these will not be options for you. And so the question becomes, where then do you buy? And so my thesis, if I was the one looking to buy, and this is the conversation I'm having with a variety of clients, and a number of them are buying here, which is also an indicator, right? One of the things that's really interesting about the position that I'm in is every day I talk to a bunch of people from around the world, and I can kind of weigh in on what their positions are, right? I can find out, are people buying, are they selling, where are they interested, what are their questions, what are their challenges, etc. And on a proportional basis, I would say this area has been getting quite a lot of attention. So for context, I would say that real estate prices are largely driven, if they're in an upward trajectory, based on scarcity of supply. And so you can ask, well, where is there a scarcity of supply? Now, certainly in the interior of the country, there's a lot of space, right? And so it's not really so clear. I mean, you had some places that were fairly decent previously that were, say, outside of Lisbon and Porto, for example, Faro, but it's removed from the list of places to buy, right? And so where would that scarce supply be? So that's one. The second is, where is it that you can go and concentrate that attention? And so to me, the place that I'm most interested in is Madeira. Madeira, for those of you who don't know, is a little island. It's actually kind of a tax haven of Portugal. And it's quite beautiful. It's quite upper end. It's a lot like Hawaii, actually, in just kind of the comparison that I would make. And it is a place that is not that discovered as a tourist destination yet. So over time, I expect that interest will rise. So you can go and buy there. It's not terribly expensive because it's a small island. There's relatively limited supply. And in my opinion, my guess is that we'll get quite a bit more attention there. As we get more attention and there's more money looking to figure out where to go, it's a concentrated place that could drive up prices quite a lot. So you've got various different areas in Madeira that you can check out, but that would be the one that I am most interested in right now. Now, keep in mind, I could be totally wrong, right? It's a super dangerous thing to go out and make this kind of a prediction. And so it's, I guess, more for people who are, have no place that they're looking in the market, kind of gives you a place to say, like, hey, listen, go check it out. And maybe you think, hey, you totally disagree with me. Fantastic. If you have places that you think are going to do great in Portugal, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.